mentioned, brother, Vice President Russell Fly, and the first time I met him was at an IZL chapter meeting when I was running for city council, and he reached in his pocket and pulled out 20-something bucks and said, "Hey, it's what I got in my pocket, but here you go, brother. Let me help you out." So I appreciate that, Brother Fly. My good friend, District Director Randy McKenzie, all of the brothers and the dignitaries of the Western region, I'm happy to welcome you. And as I said, welcome home. And the reason I say welcome home is because members of Alpha Phi Alpha serve at the highest levels of government here in the city of Long Beach. As you heard, there are not one but two members of Alpha Phi Alpha on the Long Beach City Council. Our Deputy City Manager, Reggie Harrison, is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha. We've got a number of city commissioners, including Charles Smith, and I see Brett Waterfield over there, and Brother David Freeman, all of them commissioners. And I'd just like to say that they're all members of Iota Zeta Lambda chapter. So, just saying. So I will say that it's not just about the leadership, it's about cultivating powerful future leaders, right? So on my staff, we have an Alpha brother, Tedrick Denny from Iota Psi. We've got Christian Cambridge from AE, and we've got Daryl Patterson from UCI. So we've got at least 4, 5, 6 brothers on the 14th floor leading Long Beach. So I'm very proud of that. So that's powerful futures. So let me tell you a little bit about the city of Long Beach. City of Long Beach is a fantastic city to serve. It is a very diverse city. It's commonly U.S. Newspapers always call us the most diverse city, but our numbers are, we're 50% Latino. We've got a significant African-American population. We've got the largest population of Cambodians outside of Cambodia. We've got a significant API community, a significant LGBTQ community population, and we have the only downtown on the water between San Diego and San Francisco. We've got the largest seaport in combination with Los Angeles, where 43% of goods throughout the country come through our combined seaports. We've got the youngest, most diverse city council of any large city in the nation, over 250,000 residents. Our average age on the city council is 41 years old. We've got 3 African Americans, 2 Latinos, 4 women, a 36-year-old openly gay Latino mayor. So we've got 3 millennials. So the city of Long Beach is certainly stepping in the right direction by all accounts. I'd also say that we are a city that places a major focus on education. We're home to Long Beach Unified School District, which is consistently a top 5 urban school district in the nation. We're home to Long Beach City College, which is one of the most diverse and largest city college systems in the state. And we're also home to Long Beach State, which I can't say enough about. I see a number of Long Beach State brothers here.
Go Beach!
There it is. So by show of hands, and I won't expect a lot of people to know about this, but how many people have heard of the Long Beach College Promise? Just a few of you guys. So the Long Beach College Promise is something we're really proud of in Long Beach. It's essentially a collaboration between Long Beach City College, Long Beach State, and Cal State Long Beach. And essentially it creates a pathway for every student to have a path to having a college education. If you came up through the Long Beach Unified School District, you get your first semester paid for free at Long Beach City College. You get moved to the front of the list in priority acceptance into Long Beach State. You get additional support services to make sure you're successful at Long Beach State. And just this past year, the city of Long Beach stepped up to become that 4th partner in the Long Beach College Promise by supporting early childhood education, a number of things such as after-school programs and internships, and making sure that this is really a robust partnership. And that's why just last week, the state of California recognized Long Beach with a $5 million grant in support of the Long Beach College Promise. That's something we're really proud of here in the city of Long Beach. So someone told me that this public program is about powerful futures, and we all have a role to play in the collective support and uplift of our boys and men of color. Alpha Phi Alpha has led on this for many, many years with Boldest People's Hopeless People, Project Alpha, Go to High School, Go to College, you name it. But I'm very happy to see that the White House has finally acknowledged that boys and men of color need a little bit of help. So that's something I'm really proud of, and that's why the city of Long Beach stepped up and was one of the first cities in the nation to formally accept the My Brother's Keeper Community Challenge. Now, a number of cities, including the city of Los Angeles, city of Compton, we've all accepted this challenge. But I'm really proud of some of the work that we're doing here in Long Beach to convene clergy, labor, community, a number of partners to ensure that we develop a concrete plan to ensure that we are actually not just providing lip service, but we're actually helping provide support to boys and men of color. So an example of our My Brother's Keeper work, and I'm sure you've heard I represent the community of North Long Beach, home of Jordan High School. We have a concrete example of My Brother's Keeper. we passed a bond measure where we're investing $130 million into the renovation of Jordan High School, landmark in North Long Beach. And so we're working with the laborers union and the building trades to make sure that high school seniors who might not be heading to college, and these are all boys and men of color, that they get their OSHA 10 certification while they're still in high school. They get the pre-apprenticeship done to where upon graduation, they go directly into an apprenticeship at the front of the line, and they'll be able to rebuild the high school they actually attend. So that's an example of my brother Steve sharing that our in North Long Beach, that is a part of a larger initiative called the Whole Village Initiative, ensuring that everybody has a role to play in the support, the collective uplift of our boys and men of color. So there's a number of efforts there around after-school programs and so on and so forth. And we pay for every AP exam that folks out of Long Beach Unified take. We make sure that we pay for college applications. We pay for SAT prep courses. We pay for SAT test fees. We're trying to do what we can as a community to support our youth to make sure they have access to college. But as you all know, so that's what we do for students. But as you all know, young adults are some of the most in need, right? So how many people here between the age of, how many people made a bad decision between the age of 18 and 24? I know we in the room of alphas. I get it. Well, I know that personally I made a lot of bad decisions when I was between the age of 18 and 24. We'll leave those alone, but what I'll say is it was because of alphas and brothers and people who surrounded me that I was able to have a future. And all too often, people who make a mistake between 18 and 24, that mistake costs them their lives or their livelihood. When I was running for city council, there were 3 different incidents during the course of the campaign where young men between 20 and 22 lost their lives in my district. And they were all unrelated incidents, and they were all 3 of them were young Latino, African-American males, all due to violence, all unrelated, all broad daylight, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I was posed with the question, what sort of, how did that help frame my thinking as an elected official, a new elected official? And the question I was posed was, are we doing all that we can to ensure that our young men who might not be in college or young men who might not be in the military are not slipping through the cracks? Are we doing all that we can to make sure that we're helping them get through that 18 to 24-year-old period? And I don't think that we are. So since I joined the Long Beach City Council, we've been pushing, right? There's been a law in the state of California, Prop 47, that essentially says what used to be a felony is now a misdemeanor. Well, that means local governments like the city of Long Beach now have a say-so on whether we send somebody off to the county or send them off to prison, or whether we keep them at home and work with them. So what would happen if we went to a lower level nonviolent offender between 18 and 24 and we said, hey, instead of messing up your record, go finish 1 semester at Long Beach City College and we'll clean your record? What if we were to say, instead of sending you off to the county, we're going to keep you in the community and put you in Job Corps or an apprenticeship program. And if you finish that program, we'll clear your record. These are the types of things. This is the spirit of Prop 47, but here in Long Beach, we're putting those things into action. So that said, I want to go ahead and close. I know you don't give a politician a microphone without giving them a time limit. I just want to say, just wrap by saying, God bless the West, and thank you to the brothers of the Western region. And while you're here in Long Beach, make sure you stop by the Aquarium of the Pacific, go hang out on Pine, go down to the Pike or maybe Shoreline Village and hang out. But thank you very much for your time.